I really feel grateful to Leah and Michiel to have given me the opportunity to speak at this conference, even if I am not able to be there due to other engagements. And my gratitude is also that this process has forced me to go into clarifying more how do we want to express what learning for well-being is and does. I want to also congratulate you, Leah, for a work that you have been engaged with for so many years of your life, with the persistency, determination, and heartful commitment that has really moved me, and I'm really felicitating you, and I'm sorry I'm not there to celebrate together with you. I also want to express my friendship and to all the others, members of the Learning for Wellbeing community and the Alliance of Childhood, which are present there. So we are all here in a communion of trying to understand how best are we going to support the development of ourselves as human beings, and what are the real capacities that are necessary to do that. In Learning for Wellbeing, we have, through the framework, created a language that is designed to support the verbalization of the intimate issues that are happening within us, and to be able to talk about it, to discuss it, and to be able to create communication between those who work together, whether adult and children, whether adult and adult, to establish a deep communication about it. And so what we are trying to do with this framework that is designed for to create this language between disciplines, between sectors, and between worlds, the Eastern world, the Western world, the indigenous world. What we are doing with that is to try to create a space where people can work together with a common language and really develop a critical mass of partners that would, in fact, be able to place well-being at the center of all actions. And we define well-being as realizing our unique potential through physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual development in relation to self, others, and the environment. And that is really a way to say, how can I develop my thinking? How can I develop my feelings? How can I develop my ability to do and my doing? And how can I learn to be in a manner that brings the whole of me into my actions, so that I'm not, I don't feel fragmented. I don't feel that I am at the service of a societal requirement, but I'm genuinely expressing who I am and what I do in relation to my deepest aspiration, and I do pay attention to what are the deepest aspirations of the other. I do look at what is animating the other, what does he wants to fulfill, how he wants to fulfill it, so that I can create a space and an environment where he can fulfill himself. That is the dream, and the dream, as I was saying, is to create a society where everybody is passionate for the fulfillment of the other's unique potential as much as that of his own. We only work in partnerships. And in working in partnership, we are trying to model as much as possible the spirit of what I mentioned before, in the sense that we really would like our partner to fulfill themselves and to fulfill their goal and their aspirations. And so by doing that, we create what I call a family environment, a space in which ego doesn't count, but what matters is that we are able to do things together in a way that we are satisfied, that we are as happy about the outcome as we are as to the process. There are three main areas of activity that we are having. We can divide it in practice, research, and advocacy. In terms of practice, we have a project in partnership with EPTO, the European Peer Trainer Association, where we are helping children between the age of 14 to 16 or 17 regain their love for learning, understand how they learn, and understand what their passion is, and build on that passions towards their future. It has been designed in part to support those who are out of school or are about to leave school, but it actually, based upon the results that we are having, it really became something that the teachers themselves would like to have an opportunity to use so that they would be able to relate to their student in a deeper manner. We have a program which is called CATS, where we are supporting the partnership between children and adults, and we are helping creating an environment where children can participate in the decision that they are affected. And we do that by bringing some 150 children, 150 adults together for a period of 7 days. And based upon that experience, we are developing training programs that will support adults to create an environment for children to be able to participate. We are heavily involved in a program called Intersys, which is designed to see how we can support in an integrated way early childhood development, and from the perspective of health, education, and social affairs. Then we have Peace Jam, which its intention is to unleash the power of young people to create a world for everyone, an inclusive world. And they do that by having Nobel Prize winners motivate young people to take action that they call action of peace, but they're basically action of service, so that they start to take early on responsibility for their community, and they create the basis for what I would say is a participatory society. In terms of advocacy, we have a program in Palestine which is called Elham, which is actually where we started and we experimented with our ideas. The program identifies people who have embraced the learning for well-being principles in their activity and have done so successfully. And they are being awarded a prize, which is given by the Prime Minister in a major ceremony where all the government is participating. You will hear or have heard of Nickel and the Unfolding. We have been partnered with them in this second edition of our Unfolding conference, where we were really looking at what are those capacities that are necessary for teachers, teachers of teachers, principals and researchers. And it has been an extraordinary experience. Within the context of advocacy, there is also our work with Michiel, of course. It is the work of the Kropf, where we look at quality of childhood from very different aspects and we promote them at the European Parliament. And it's all the work that we are doing with the various networks that are based in Brussels, who are interested to use our process or our understanding to support their work, like Eurochild, with whom we have worked on the children's participation, like Lifelong Learning Network that is interested in creating a new affinity group, and the research part is a research part on what we call core capacities. They are the capacities that we all have, that we need to cultivate, more specifically, that we look at as the building block of more complex competences, that need to be seen in the context of the four perspectives, the perspective of thinking, feeling, doing, and being. We believe that those are the fundamental capacities that we need to cultivate in order to really look at our human functioning in the best way possible. We have been operating in various fields through various partnerships and in various modes. The richer part for me of the whole experience has been the building of the community, and we are going to focus more and more on supporting this community, and we do that by in various means, by providing workshops, by the Learning for Wellbeing magazine, by various communications. But in the end, and really what matters to us is that we would like to produce product and services that are based on research, and they are supported by policy. And so we will be focusing in the future more in these directions, together with our partners, because we prefer never to do things on our own. And I look forward to include those of you that I don't know that are listening to me in those who may become tomorrow partners with us in this process. And I thank you very much for having listened to what I had to say.